I'm at Miami International Airport. It's about almost 9:15 in the evening. Present with me, ma'am, would you please state your full name for me, please?
My name is Vavine
Vavine
Nelson.
Nelson, and is Vavine Stewart Nelson, and what is your date of birth, Miss Nelson?
The 6th of April, 1956.
6th of April, 1956. Just repeating to make sure it was right, okay? This is in reference to Metro Dade case number 350530 as Sierra, taken at 1913 hours this date. Okay, Vavine, basically, you were stopped today. What flight were you on when you came into Miami?
031.
Okay, it was Air Jamaica? Okay. And you were taken to Jackson Memorial Hospital where they examined you and found a pellet of cocaine. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How many children do you have? Have 6. Are you married?
Yeah.
And where do you live?
Living in Jamaica, Spanish Town, St. Catherine.
Okay, and you live with your husband and your 6 children.
Yeah.
You mentioned to me before one of your children has Down syndrome? Okay, and before this, we briefly talked about why and what motivation you had for doing what you're doing, okay? Pretty much, why did you do this today? Is this your first time?
This is my first time.
Okay, how did you get involved in this? We talked about meeting somebody. You're normally a higgler, and for the purposes of what is a higgler?
We do buying and selling.
Of what kind of things?
Like shoes, men's shoes, women's shoes, pants, men pants, women pants, shirts, and we buy kids stuff as well.
Okay, do you often come into the United States?
Yeah, I come here.
How often have you been here recently?
I came here because of the graduation that was going on there.
Right.
We have orders for things, and I come in like every week.
You come in every week, once a week or twice a week?
Once or so.
Okay, how many times have you been here in July so far?
In July.
That's this month right now. This is the 9th day of July.
About 3 or 4 times.
Okay, and each time you would come in and buy things?
Yeah, buy.
When you buy things, forgetting today for a minute, where do you normally go to buy them? What area of Miami?
I went down to 20th Street, Northwest 20th. Yeah.
And go along the stores in there?
Yeah, I go along the stores and I look for things, wholesale stuff.
Okay. Okay, now let's talk about this time. Now, you mentioned to me that you met somebody in Maypen. Could you tell me, what is that in Maypen where you met this person?
It's a market where a lot of higglers sell.
Okay, and who is the person that you mentioned to me that brought this kind of thing up to you? What was her name?
Her name was Julianne.
Could you spell that the best you can?
Julianne. Julianne.
Okay, Julianne, in other words. Okay. And what did Julianne tell you? She's a higgler as well?
Yes.
Okay, could you describe Julianne for me?
She, not too tall, you know. She's not as tall as I am.
Okay.
And medium built.
Does she have long hair?
Well, she wear a piece.
A hair piece?
Hair piece.
Does she have any gold in her teeth?
No.
A pierced nose?
No. She wear earrings.
Earrings, pierced earrings, okay. Do you notice anything unusual about her? Any scars or anything on her face?
No, that I know of.
No, is she kind of smooth-faced? I mean, nice-looking girl, or is she heavy or thin, or how is she built?
Just medium, like she's not too heavy and she's not too thin.
Is she married? That you know of?
She
Never mentioned that children, anything like that?
Kids, yeah.
She have children, okay. Did she mention boys or girls?
Boys, girls.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, she mentioned to you then about doing what? What did she say? How did she say it to you to do what? How could you make money?
She says I could make some money, you know, if I want to.
Repeat the question, because we had a break with immigration coming in. How did Julianne come to ask you or tell you about how you could do this and make some money?
Well, we sell at the same market and we talk, so she said to me that I could make some money if I want to, so I said, okay, what are you talking about? So she said that she has somebody that has some stuff, want to go up, she can get some for me, so I bring it up.
Okay, meaning what? When you say stuff, what are you talking about?
Well, she said cocaine.
Okay.
So I said, what on earth, how would I bring that up? She says, it goes in small packages and you bring it up in your vagina. I said, Jesus Christ, that can't work out. How do you know that can? She says, she do it. Those are the girls that she naming them out to me. She said they do it.
Okay.
So, money's in it. So, I take the one chance. It's the first time I ever do it.
Okay, and did she mold it for you and wrap it for you, or did you just hand it to you that way?
Well, she says she'll get them in the package, wrapped and everything.
Okay.
And all I need to do is get it in. I said, how am I going to get it in?
Right.
She said, I'll get some oil on it, like Vaseline.
Okay.
And
you just work it in then?
It was so painful, but
okay, I understand. So that's the way you did it. You used Vaseline and put it in there. Okay. Did it ever bother you while you were in the flight or anything? I mean, did it make you sick to your stomach or anything like that?
No, it didn't really make me sick.
Okay.
It was painful.
Yes.
I said, this pain, I don't think I'll ever do it again.
Okay. Okay. Now, your idea there was to make, how much were they going to pay you for this?
She says when I come back, she would get the money from the man who he get it from, and I'll get my pay. She give me $1,000.
Okay, we'll get into some of the other stuff in a minute, but you were going to be paid $1,000 for what you brought up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, she gave you a number and how to contact somebody. How did that all work?
Yeah.
What I'm doing now is I'm holding up the note that Vivian had with the phone number in question for Louis. She was going to beep that number. We'll get into that in just a minute. She gave you a number to a guy named Louis, okay? Now, describe to me, when you got off the plane and you cleared customs, what were you to do then?
Well, I get outside, I get a cab. It would take me to 20th Street. And that store, when I came before, I do shopping there.
What's the name of that store?
It's the Island Sports.
Island Sports, we talk. Is it does it sell sporting goods, is that what it does, or sports clothes?
A lot of t-shirts, sport things. Yeah.
Sporting things, okay. And that was at 20th Street and what avenue did you say before?
On off 20th Street and 25th Avenue.
Okay, in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay, now you had Louis' number. Once you got to the store, what were you supposed to do?
I would beat him.
From the store?
Yes.
Okay.
I would ask for someone there to give me a beep.
Okay. You were going to beep him on the number that's on that little piece of paper.
Number and that she gives.
Okay, now describe to me what you were told that Louis would look like.
Well, she says he would look, he was stocky, a little fat.
Okay.
Dark complexion, not too tall, not too short, and he has gold teeth in.
Okay. What kind of car? What color car?
He drive a red car. I don't know what kind of car really, and it's tilted glass.
Okay. Actually tinted glass in America. Tilted is the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you made that call, he was going to call you back at Island Sports.
He was going to call back.
And what was he going to ask you?
He know that someone was going to bring up something because the girl told me that he would let her know that.
Okay, when he beeped you back, what would you say to him?
Well, I'll say, I have something here for him that Julian gave me to give him, so he would come and get it. He would say where you are.
And then he would come there and you were going to give him your description, how you looked?
Yes, I was.
Okay, when would you take out the pellet of cocaine? When he got there or before he got there?
Before he got there.
Okay, that was your instructions, or do you think that's what you would have done?
No, that's what she told me, that I must take it out and have it. That's when he comes and
Now, have you done business at that store before?
Yes,
Ever bought things?
Yes, I've